Hello, 199 subscribers. You're watching Chillmonger, the YouTuber in Canada. Yes, that's right, Canada, the nation where you can get the second most votes and still win the election. I know Americans had that just happen. Now I know what it feels like. Let's talk about the Marauders. Issue number 1. Legacy issue number 1. This isn't X-Force or X-Factor or some other title where they're slapping the name on it just to make sales. This is a brand new concept. And what did they do in here? Everything they're supposed to do in here. We know who the leader of this team is. We know what the name of the team, the motive of the team. Everything's explained in these pages of $4.99. I didn't feel like they put extra. I didn't think they put white pages in here for no reason. Everything had purpose. Everything had meaning. Even those bar sinister notes in the back, which are fun, trying to figure out things. Which the only reason they put these bar sinister things in here is just to. It's so that they could tell you, the reader, that they knew what they were doing the whole time. We're gonna find out next year something, and then the writer's gonna be like, well, number 8 on Sinister's bar, well, not 8, it was 11 to 13, I think. But then they'll be able to point here just so they can be like, we know what we're doing. We're not flying by the seat of our pants. I respect that. It's fun. It creates traffic for YouTube. It comments in the comment section, theories, and it's a lot of fun. I kept saying that it's fun. Usually when you say something is fun, it's a polite way of saying, well, it wasn't that good. This was fun because it was good. Let's start with now something else that was good. They started in Central Park. This was much needed. That flashback to right before everything went crazy and X-Men Gold, right, right in that time period. So we see that Kitty Pryde's being invited. She can't enter though because why? We don't know. I know in Astonishing X-Men Charles Soule, there's someone who is not a mutant who is amongst the mutants. Could it be her? Could it be Katherine Pryde? Kate Pryde? That's right, we put respect on her name. This did more for her, since we're talking about X-Men Gold, than all 36 issues of those. That was just stories. 3 issues, story arc. 3 issues, story arc. Let's team up with X-Men Blue. Let's go to the Mojoverse. And the only thing that has come from that series, not Old Man Logan, it's not even the Pyro that was introduced in that series. It's that Rogue and Gambit got married. That's the only thing that mattered from that 36 issues. While it was fun to read and to collect, all of these books, all the X-Men Golds that I got, where nothing of significance that stuck matters. I guess Lydia Nance was a thing. Exactly. Just about Rogue and Gambit's the only thing that stuck. I know in Astonishing X-Men, one thing stuck, and it might have to do with this. Kate not being a mutant could be what they were referring to as there's a mutant in the ranks who's not actually a mutant. I hope it's not that, because when the Pretender did her spell, No More Mutants, there was a comic book called the 198 Files, and it just listed all the mutants that were on file. She was one of them. So I don't want to believe that the Emma put on Cerebro to track every single mutant alive, and somehow she didn't know that Pryde wasn't actually a mutant. That would be... They'd have to explain that Emma Frost has evil intentions. But then also the Cuckoos, they would put on the thing every single day and do checks to see if a new mutant would have popped off. They would have noticed that Kitty Pryde wasn't a mutant. So that I just hope that that's not what the direction that they're going down. The direction that they did go down this was how she got her sailboat. She just straight up stole it. When she does get to Krakoa, it's fun. Bobby meets her ex. And then we get to the psychic conversation with Emma. Emma invites her, and she says in the most realist way possible. She says that mutants must also set the price for the black market to have a stable world economy. That got me. I know that's the most wokest shit I've ever seen in a comic book. I know that there is a go woke, go broke, SJW. I know them people exist. You're watching my video right now, I know. I'll take that every single time. I love when comic books are aware of the world around us, the corruption around us. That's what I'm talking about. That gets me every single time. So she does join the squad, even though Aurora was the first and she's the sloppy seconds. She joins the team, and now she's got to make her team. First person on her team is Bobby Drake, Iceman. He goes on a mission to Russia where dude depowers him, and he just narrowly gets by with the skin of his teeth back home to Krakoa. He can actually get through the gates. So he's going to be on the team now. That's a scary weapon, that depower thing, and I like it. I like to see more of it. When we go to Taiwan, we see the mutant Bishop, who's like in it for a half second. He's on the team. He's going to be on the cover right there, so we'll see him again. But they speak Mandarin in Taiwan. You learn something new. and there's someone accusing the mutants of some chicanery. What's new? Pyro's on this team. It's the first Pyro. It's the evil Pyro from the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Now let's imagine this. Since he was the first guy that they revived, he was the guinea pig. What group of people are we reviving? The villains, the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, the guy we can afford to. Oh, we fucked up. Who's next? And who's third? And who is the fourth? And at what number would Destiny be the next mutant revived? You would think it would be amongst that crop. So Mystique's on the council. She's probably waiting like, yeah, they are not reviving Destiny. Okay, Destiny's up. They're really not bringing her back. She knows now. I think Mystique is going to be plotting, if she's not already. She is thinking. I told you she planted a little seed on the mother mold in that garden area. That's where her pull station was. And on the other end is the little gate straight to the sun. And she's going to hold these guys for ransom and say, ransom. I got 2 twin Glocks, turn you to a dancer. That's how the song goes. So Aurora's on the team and they go to Russia now. Aurora can blow the sails of the sailboat. I love the way that when they use Aurora in this book, in this whole series. But when it gets to the fighting time, Katherine Pryde says the realest thing. I love the artwork here. This is where I'm going to compliment you, Matteo Lolly, Frederick Blee, the colorist. You guys killed it on this comic book. I felt the affection and everything coming from your artwork. She says, it doesn't have to be like this. This is a mutant who has been through everything since a girl lived life, died, been in space, phasing through a magical bullet just so they wouldn't explode a fucking planet. This is a hero. It doesn't have to be like this. It don't. It really don't. This is followed by the next 6 pages of epicness. Epicness. The way that she kicked ass here. Look at her phasing through these people, kicking when she needs to, rephasing when she doesn't need to be seen, and then whooping ass. That's a nice sword. I'm going to take it. Grenade? No problem. Swipe, dodge. Kate is going off. This has been done before, obviously. It's not the first time we've seen her power set, but I don't remember it being done like this. 2019 artwork taking advantage of her powers. And she is the coolest one here. This is her comic book. She's showing up. This did more for her than X-Men Gold did in 36 issues. And then she creams everybody. It's over. She talks to the camera of who's recording, one of the people there. And this is where she sets the MO. She says, if you're a mutant and can't get to Krakoa, then the Marauders will bring you home. She named the team right then and there. They're not very fond of it. I don't think Storm liked it, but that's the name of the squad that we're going to go with. And that is a complete comic book. And that is how it's done. Jerry Duggan. We got 2 sick comics coming out. X-Men from Hickey and Jerry Duggan. I should give the artists credit. I never do. But the artists are also doing their thing. Matty O'Lally, Frederico Blee, and Lineal Francis Yu. That guy's a great artist. I love Yu's art. Fantastic. That's the team. Pyro, he can't create fire. He can manipulate fire. So we got a dragon on the team. This is a good-ass book. Get the book, support the book, buy the book, and then thumbs up my video. Thanks for watching the video, everybody. All 1/10 of you who are going to thumbs up this video, I appreciate you. All 9/10 of you who don't thumbs up my video, what can I say? You're not my people.